Welcome students. In today's video, we will continue the asexual reproduction. In last video, we have finished that fission and its type, and in this video, we will go with the next type of asexual reproduction, and that is budding. Budding is a type of asexual reproduction in which the organism like hydra, amoeba, and yeast, they show reproduction by budding also. For example, in hydra, the organism gives rise to a bud which after few time grows just like as the parent organism. When the daughter organism grows fully, then it detaches from the mother and so is form a new individual. As we all know that hydra is a freshwater organism. It lives in colony, so the daughter organism which gets separate from the mother lives nearby it, and as we are able to see that from one individual we have got two individual, so it is considered as reproduction. The same happens in the case of yeast also. In yeast, the organism gives rise to several buds from its mother body. When the organism has got fully matured daughters, then it separates from the mother body and then grows independently. Now we'll see other type of asexual reproduction, which is known as regeneration. Regeneration is seen mainly in planaria. What happens here that the organism like planaria, it waits for any external agency to cut it into several parts, or by any accident it will be cut into several parts to grow into new individual. But as we know that none of the organism will want to be cutted by any external agency, because for it the organism has to wait, and it will be a luck by chance that for reproduction it will be assisted by any external agency. It will be assisted by any external agency to get cutted. One thing more, that all the cutted parts, it is not necessary that all the parts which has been cutted by the external agency will grow into new individual. It may or may not happen. So due to these two reasons, what is the first reason? First reason is that it has to wait for any external agency or accident to cut it into different small parts. And what is the second reason? Second reason is that all the cutted parts may or may not grow into new individual. Due to these two reasons, the organism may or may not be fully grown after cutted. So this type of reproduction is not considered as true reproduction. Now we will go with the third type of reproduction, that is fragmentation. What happens in fragmentation? That when the organism like Spirogyra, it grows and becomes mature, then it cut itself into two parts. Fine. automatically. Whenever the organism like a Spirogyra, when they fully grown, or you can say when they become mature, they cut themselves into two parts. This is the first part and this is the second part. It may cut itself into more parts also, but we are considering here according to diagram that they have cut themselves into two parts. And the division of the Spirogyra in the two part is natural here, and this edge and this edge plus this edge and this edge, these all four edge contains totipotent cells. Now what is totipotent cells? What is totipotent cells? Totipotent cells are the cells which has the ability to divide repeatedly and thus can help in growth, due to which the new organisms are formed. So here one thing one should note, that why it is considered as a true reproduction. The first point is that it is natural that the organism will break when the organism becomes fully matured. Second thing is that all the parts which are broken or cutted from the organism, they have totipotent cells on open ends, which has the capacity to divide repeatedly and thus can give rise to new individuals. Now we will go with the spore formation. As you all can see, that spore formation is seen in Rhizopus, Mucor or Penicillium. What happens in spore formation? First of all, we will go with the diagram. As you are able to see that it has got a root like structure which is known as rhizoids. Next, it has a horizontal structures which are known as stolon, and vertical structures which are known as sporangiophore. What happens that when you keep any eating substance just like bread on a table and it gets favorable conditions such as damp area and warm condition, by getting the favorable condition of damp area and warmth, the Rhizopus grows on the bread. First of all, the rhizoids will grow. After that, stolon will grow. Next, sporangiophore will grow. When these all structures grown up, the amount of cytoplasm increases and there is a repeated division of nucleus which are stored in this place, which is known as sporangium. In these sporangium, the nucleus which were repeatedly dividing are stored. After storing of the nucleus, these nucleus are encysted and now they are called spores. When these spores are stored in the sporangium in a good amount, after that it bursts. After bursting nearby soil, it germinates. So these spores germinates. In next class, we will go with the vegetative propagation. Till then, take care. Thank you.